So I'm out on the local trails for a quick ride. Today I'm testing a change I've made to the clutch. A lot of people will have heard probably that maybe the only negative people have come up with on these bikes, depending on who you talk to I guess, is that the clutch pull is harder than people are used to with their KTMs. Now they did switch in 21 to a 9mm master cylinder, which did soften it some, but they keep really firm springs in these bikes. So I've heard of a number of solutions. One of them was to just take 2 of the springs out and just leave them out. And then the most common one though was put 3 KTM springs in. So I did take off this case. I've got 1, 2, 3 KTM springs in there. And this Midwest Engineering lever, it's okay. I don't know if it's adding a lot or not, haven't decided yet. But the clutch pull is probably about half of what it used to be, so I'm happy with that part. But at the moment the engagement's really close to the grip. I can't really get a finger in between if I'm single fingering it unless I get the rest of them out of the way. Having one there isn't enough. I'm making sure that the bike's completely warmed up before I judge it. But that's the only downside so far. And I'm not sure if I have lots of modulation range here or not. So anyhow, we're going to be playing around with this today, just getting a feel for it. So I'm reasonably happy here. I'll show you, like, if you can see the lever. I can squish it up against my middle finger. And it looks fully engaged. It's right on the cusp, but it's not bad, and it's very soft pull. I guess the idea is to see if we can sense any slippage. It is certainly slippery in here. Good, I'm just going slow and kind of modulating the clutch and trying to use it a lot. That's a place you need more speed, but cool. So far, a big improvement. Seems like I have a good modulation range. Pretty close in from the top of my pole. I start to get some engagement. Yeah, I like it. I'll give you a look at the clutch lever and when it engages. Get a finger in there now. Now I'm just getting a sense for, on the pull back in, where the engagement is, and it's pretty good. It's just, you know, not right away when I start pulling in, but not more than a, you know, half a finger width or something. I like it. Well, based on today's conditions, I think I'll make my way to some more slow technical stuff. I don't think it'll be too wet in there yet. Better than trying to go fast on these roots and rocks. a totally different technique than I would have used before. I've stalled out in that because I haven't used the clutch enough. Really happy about this. So 2 comments. Again, like the clutch modulation I was able to do, but also smart carb. That was really good low on power without bogging out. So what I found, once the bike is properly warmed up, it's not too far to the grip. I can easily squish my middle finger in there if I'm holding nice and tight. No slippage, and even have just a tiny bit more play. I'm actually at the point now where I feel like it's engaging maybe a tiny bit quick here. So when I get back, I can use an Allen to let this go back in just a tiny bit more. So I feel like I can pull it in maybe a bit, like this much, before it engages. Right now I think it does right away. I'll show you a little bit. Okay, so I'm in second. Just let me get over here. Squish my middle finger in there like this. Okay. And not slipping or anything. And give it a steady amount of gas. Starts letting out about there. And then once I'm going, I want to pull in. Just watch my hand and listen to the motor. Already it is. So I think I am going to adjust it so that comes out a little bit further, so I can pull about that much without any kind of engagement. I think it isn't too bad though. But then on the trail I found that I just had to kind of barely get on it, and it was just putting it into that kind of lug mode on that really technical stuff. So I'm just not engaging when I fully let go of it, like right here. I don't believe it is, but then I can just touch it. It's debatable. Maybe it's good right where it is. Well, I'm finished my ride. I'm just packing up to go home. Conclusion, I would say, first and foremost, if you have one of these bikes, just do the 3 KTM thing. Why not? You might find that you're okay with the way the clutch is and stuff, but if you can have it softer, why wouldn't you? Seems to be no slippage. There's really nothing negative that I could find.